Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Piovesan here from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. And yes, magnificent indeed. Oh, this place is so amazing. You gotta come here to experience this, to feel it, to just understand. So hard to explain because it is indeed amazing. And the energy that emanates from this place is super healing, super awesome. What can I say? Well, this is the other side of the great room. So the 199, right? The world's one of the most famous and the most sought after Steinway ever built, played by all the major names you can imagine. And it's right here. It's right here, ready for you to see it and touch it a little bit and appreciate the Steinway, the magic sound. That's how the old 199 was referred to. And when I talk big names, I'm talking, Rachmaninoff, Grafman, Elton John, John Lennon, this kind of names. But anyway, how are you feeling? How are you today? Are you inspired, excited, thrilled with the possibilities of living the best day of your life today? Getting there, right? But if you still need some tools, some help to tune this beautiful head of yours and channel all this great energy, this would be awesome. I had some audio issues last time with the live. I heard here and sucked, but and let me check here on Facebook because I'm still there. And I think I was doing this, somehow it's coming out as private, but now I just changed to public. I can't really hear what's going on, but I hope the audio is coming out very nice this time. Let's see here. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't have audio in my computer right now, but I can see myself moving, playing some stuff around. I hope the audio is good. If it's not, I'm still playing, trying to understand this new software stuff. But anyway, I was talking the other day about this season, right? The whole Christmas thing and holiday season, where I never really had um, good memories of these times, especially during Christmas times and all. And this has been for me a time to build these memories and understand what involves this whole spirit, the whole Christmas spirit. Nothing to do with the religious sides of things, because I'm not a religious person, like most of you must know by now. But I am in the process of understanding, of enlightening myself towards the the acceptance of God, or not the acceptance, but how can I say? The understanding, the learning of what exactly it is, what exactly it means, and how can we be grateful to all the things that are happening in our lives. I'm very fascinated by the stages of learning in life, and took me forever. So I'm turning 50 next year with the silo, and just now Christmas is starting to have some kind of meaning to me that is not associated with just commercial stuff and horrible experiences. Talking about that, it's also important. That's what's very important, right? Going back into the conversations from last times, for you to understand who you are, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there. But most important, understanding your collaborations to the life you're living today, and being able to perceive the special moments that happen in our lives, or the special people that all of a sudden appears in our lives, and separate them from the ones that pretend to be good people or pretend to care for you and for the things that you are doing or trying to accomplish. This happens a lot. And as you know, this is also part of my experience of sharing what's happening at Hunt Hill throughout this process until April 1st, 2023, when we have to finish raising all the funds we need to finalize the deal. So many things happens um, Hold on. Russell, get out of there. See, this is live, so I have to make sure that my awesome. Oh, Russell is here. Sorry. So, babies, get out of there. We don't know what she's doing, what she's doing. But anyway, being able to understand and realize the important things that happen. So the fascinating, the fantabulous people that come into our lives and separating them from the rest. So you can build a team, you can build a family of believers and a support environment of individuals that really have that good intention in their hearts. And we are approached by people all the time, all kinds of creative people, non-creative people, people just interested in, you know, clearly taking advantage of us, and other people that are interested in doing good things, but it may not be the proper or the right time for them. So we keep addressing and reshaping certain things because we do want to give opportunities to everyone, like Ruth Henderson's wish for the Silo and Hunt Hill Farm to become, a safe oasis for cultural and educational empowerment, especially the youth. Among these experiences and opportunities that we gave here, I said we came across a lot of people. And it was funny that we received a Christmas card on Christmas Day, and it was blank, right? It had nothing in it. It just had the key that I've been requesting somebody to give back the key that I provided when the experiment started. For many reasons, it didn't work, but we're always willing to maybe try again if that's the case. But I asked the person, I said, would you please send the key back when you're around? Then a week passed, and I said, have you been around anytime soon? Well, I'm not really going around those areas that much, but I'll be glad to send you the money so you can go make a copy of the key, because I have it in my pile of other keys. And I said, no, why don't you just, it's okay, don't worry, here's my address, just mail me the key, we'll be fine. Oh, I don't have a photo of the key, I can't really identify how the key looks like. So I took a picture, I said, here's how the key looks like, so just mail me the key, you'll be fine. Thank you. Well, the key finally arrived. And as I said, it was just our name on it and no sender, no nothing. A total blank envelope and a beautiful card with a little tree, but no saying, no words at all. Like one of those cards you really have to go look for to find one that doesn't say anything. Although, silence sometimes is better than putting out things that you don't want to. But a blank card means a lot because it gives us the opportunity to paint that canvas any way you want it. And also gives us a insight look into a person's mind, right? It's important to understand that when somebody's giving you a hand or trying to help, remember, it doesn't matter what we do. If you don't want to help yourself, it doesn't matter because it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter what kind of help or support or opportunity one gives you. If you're really not committed, if you're really not focused in getting stuff done, it's not going to happen. You can try as much as you want. You can sit there and you can pray. You can do whatever you want to do. If you don't put your ass on the line and do what it needs to do, it is not going to happen. You can try. Then you can sit and analyze the stories that people say, right? Because our words, they can demonstrate who we would like to be. That's simple. You can sit there and hear Alessandro talking about the stories of his life and blah, 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 and I can sit here and be whatever I want it to be. But once you start analyzing a person's actions is like, it's the truth. There is no argument against the truth. So if you judge things, especially people, based on their actions versus their words, will make your life so much easier. It's harder because you have to start paying more attention, see the faults, the details, the lies, the blah, blah, blah. So sometimes we just choose to trust words versus actions, and that leads to unexpected um, surprises, we can say. As I said before, I'm starting to work on my book again. I had a book of thoughts that I wrote 18 years ago when I had my social network site. And success is what killed me. I wasn't really prepared for success. But now I am. And I used to write these thoughts every day because I didn't really know what was going to happen and a lot of things going through my head. So I would wake up in the morning and write a thought of the day based, of course, on what I was feeling. And that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to randomly pick them and start posting and elaborating on them. This one that I picked today says this. Don't waste your time with stingy or mediocre feelings and things. The consequences of this waste shall be reflected in your life in such an inexplicable unhappiness that will consume all of your days. Use your intellectual abilities towards earning your honest survival. Pretty deep and weird stuff, right? And when I talk about earning your honest survival, first of all, out of all the philosophers and stuff that Paulo Cruz made me read through and look, there was Maslach, and Maslach had a simple saying that until you're able to guarantee the basics for your survival, there is absolutely nothing you can do. You can be nothing, you can do nothing, because you can barely survive. Once you're able to guarantee the basics for your survival, meaning, a roof over your head, food in your stomach, a little shelter, you are then able to do and be whatever you want. Right? So I'm always looking forward to make sure I have that basics for my survival guaranteed, so I can free my mind. And the most important thing is to use a small portion of my mind or my day to guarantee that basic survival. That's why in the beginning, when I was here, I had 4 jobs, 19 hours a day in the beginning, because I was 27, so I could handle it. Today I can't really. But I started going to the newspaper depot at 2:30 in the morning, and I end up doing dishwashing at 11 p.m. at Piccolo Pizza in Richfield. After working the whole day home pretty much at Nature's Temptations, which was a health food store next door. But that was giving me a lot more than my basic survival. So slowly I started to quit the morning jobs that I really didn't like. I didn't like any of them, but I ended up keeping the newspaper job. At that time they paid quite well. It was enough for me to cover my rent, my electricity, my phone, my gas, and all that stuff. So I would have the whole day to do whatever I wanted to do. I never thought of the life I had previously, with my suits and the silk ties and all that stuff, because it would just be a conflict in my head. All I saw is that I was in America, and this was one of the biggest dreams of my life. And being inside of my dream, whatever I did or was having to do to sustain living this dream, I would do happily. And I did. And I do not regret. I love it. But sometimes, if we fill our head with mediocre feelings and thoughts and things and fault and guilt and and we go to the podium of the thriving victim, everyone's fault because you are such a good person, then you don't go anywhere. Nothing's going to happen. We already know that feeling. That's why it's very important to understand and be able to clear our minds using tools, basic tools, from only what's from God and from love can come to me, or positive vibrations always, or whatever it is that you believe, that you want, tools that can help you clear your mind and keep you in focus, it's very easy to get distracted and drift towards undesirable outcomes. Because life is really amazing. And the way you're going to choose how to live it, it's what's going to make it awesome or not. And yeah, you can look and say, whatever, I'm not looking for this stuff, blah, 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 blah. No alternatives, no openness to anything new that could possibly contribute positively to your life, to the life of your dreams. But if you are, for any reason, being faced with this inexplicable unhappiness or feeling of getting lost in either way, with light shining on you or desperation or darkness lurking around, come back home, come here where you know who you are and everything that you have been through in your life. Open the reserved buckets of past achievements and happy moments, or the stinky stuff, the bad stuff, especially those, because that's where the moments of impossible things in your life are archived. Yeah, they stink a little bit, they are weird, but you can see how much you've been through, how much you conquered, especially those moments where you think that nothing is possible. And here you are. So go home, come back home, and meet with yourself, talk to yourself honestly, find your strength, and come back to live the life of your dreams, to be the best you can be. Don't waste your time, don't waste your mind. And if you believe that some new tools could help you keep moving forward, we're starting on January 22nd and 23rd. The Silos Experiential Workshop Series is very awesome. It's geared towards people that have been affected by shame, discrimination, stigma, lack of hope, or just looking for a little light at the end of the tunnel. There is not a motorcycle. With tons of amazing professionals, all based on neuroplasticity of the brains, right? We're talking your brain's ability to build new paths to take you toward a different direction. I done in my life called survival. And my friend Hamilton Brown also did, and we call it survival. But these professionals, they call it neuroplasticity of the brains. And they will explain how it works and give tools that you can take home and try to apply in this process of living the best life of your dreams, the life of your dreams. No cost, entirely free, thanks to Healthcare Advocates International from Stratford. So this will be fantastic. The registration forms will be up soon. So if you're interested, you can hurry up, sign up, and meet us here on January 22nd to start this process towards the celebration of the Silos 50th anniversary. And on your way here to visit this amazing place, to heal, to relax, to enjoy yourself, if you can bring 1 pound of non-perishable food, we'll be donating to support New Milford Social Services fight to eradicate hunger in our town. This will be amazing. Of course, that if you're far away from here, you can also bring the pound of food to a local nonprofit, a shelter, or give somebody that you can notice is going through a difficult time. It will be so good, so healing for you, for me, for everyone involved. And we're also supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Focus on number 1 and 2, eradication of extreme poverty and hunger. Well, as my daughter always say that I don't say enough, if you can keep subscribing to my YouTube channel, I think it's going to show up this side here, will be a tremendous help to me, because we are almost at 1,000 new subscribers, and this will allow me to do my super ultra live on Facebook with this phone. I'm still trying to figure things out, and software and hardware and all that, but I appreciate the help very much. Is youtube.com/positive vibrations always. I want to wish you an amazing and fantabulous day filled with love, happiness, the ability to be grateful and realize the awesome things that are happening in your life, in your wonderful life, so you can have a fantastic and fantabulous living with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you.